Hello, welcome to Spotlight. My name is Zachary Smith. Today we're going to be talking about the Caroline Guitar Company's Somersault. They call it a lo-fi modulator. We're going to be going through some of the settings, demoing it up, and I'll give you my kind of pros and cons on this pedal. If that sounds like something you'd be into, stick around. So here is the Caroline Guitar Company Somersault. They call it a lo-fi modulator. It does a lot of really cool chorus sounds, some vibrato sounds, some rotary sounds, and then kind of makes a lot of weird noises as well. I'm just going to quickly go through the pedal knobs here because they're labeled with just these logos, and so it's a bit tricky to figure out what they mean in kind of the normal sense. So the first knob here is the mix. This is called the offset, and this is the depth, and this is the speed. Then you have two switches here. One is kind of a brighter mode and one is a dark mode, and then two different waveforms. So the kind of standard chorus stuff is generally the triangle wave, and then the square wave is a bit, where your weirder sounds are going to come. You have two switches on here. This is your kind of regular on-off switch, and this is called their Havoc switch, which I think they have on a few of their pedals, maybe all of them. And this switch kind of takes the rate from wherever it is to max. So that can be fun, if you just want to hit one note where the rate would go to max, and then you're back to whatever you had as a setting. Overall, I found this pedal pretty cool. I picked it up locally online for $220 Canadian, and it's been a pretty fun pedal to play around with. It gives you a really great chorus sound, and then from there, I've been able to kind of have it do some kind of weird things. But in general, I just really like the chorus, and I really like the kind of adjustability you can get with it. So in order to demo this out, I'm going to be using my G&L ASAT, and I'll just play a few chords, do a little bit of single note stuff, and walk you through kind of what the sound of this pedal is. So I just have a little loop going, and we'll engage this pedal. It's kind of everything at 12 o'clock to start. Put it on the bright mode. So that's your depth. This is the offset. Here's kind of what happens with the rate knob. That's a really slow rate. And then if we max it out with the Havoc. So that gives you an idea of kind of what it can do in terms of being a really adjustable chorus. Like the offset is kind of how far it is away, you know, the delayed signal is away from your original. And so if you max out the mix, then I think you're getting more of a vibrato sound, and then but that can feel pretty weird if this delay if this offset is kind of too high, because everything you play is just a little bit delayed. These two knobs are pretty self-explanatory in terms of a chorus. You know, you have rate and you have depth. The dark sound is basically everything we just heard, but a little bit less. So I'll just show you with a little bit less high frequency. So I'll just play that a little bit. That's 100% wet. So for me, I often will use the dark setting because it's just a little bit subtler, especially if you want just kind of a nice chorus that's supporting the sound. Let's hear kind of some more of the crazy stuff that can happen with the square wave. And I'll play a little single note thing for that. So we'll start everything at 12 in the bright mode with the square wave now. So you can hear there what happens is it starts to kind of modulate and almost self-oscillate a bit, or something weird going on in that mode where you can, you know, almost get some like synth-like effects. It can get pretty weird. It's kind of unpredictable. I don't really know how to control it that well, but usually I'll go to that mode if I just want something a bit crazy. It's always kind of in that vein of like bleep bloop sounds, but there's lots of cool stuff there. So the Somersault from Caroline Guitar Company, the pros for this for me are that it's pretty easy to use, and it's more than a chorus pedal. You can get your great chorus sounds, but then you also have, you know, the ability to just kind of get weird with it, to make some kind of, you know, ambient or whatever noises, and that can be pretty cool. Other pros, I just really like the build quality on this. I like the bright and dark switch. I really think this Havoc button is really handy when you're just playing along and you're just like, I just want a little something for a second, you know, and you can just hold that down and get your rate to go to max. Really cool. I like it in. I like the way it looks. I think it's pretty cool. I like the logos they have on here. Cons for it, it does feel like a little bit limited in terms of what it can do. Like, it looks like it can do more than it actually can. You know, 4 knobs, 2 switches, 2 foot switches. You feel like you should be able to get a lot of different sounds out of it. I've kind of shown you basically what I've been able to find in terms of like a normal usable chorus all the way to kind of a crazy uncontrollable bleep bloop noisemaker, which is great. But it's really something that, you know, it needs other effects around it to sound kind of cool, and it doesn't kind of go like all the way of something like, you know, something that could do harmonizing or something that has, you know, octaves or anything like that. It doesn't kind of go all the way of being like a Rainbow Machine, for instance. It's really still very much a chorus that has some kind of extended features on it. But overall, I think it's a really cool pedal, and I've liked everything that I've tried from Caroline Guitar Company, so definitely something to check out. Yeah. Thanks for watching. My name's Zachary Smith. This has been Spotlight. Please like and subscribe. Thanks.